Hey everybody, it's JT from VapestarsNetwork.com. Hope everybody's having a good week. We're going to do mechanical mod today. Going to talk about the Raijin PLUS from Vapehead Origins. If you'll remember recently, I reviewed the Raijin. This device here, you know, the one with the really killer looking deep engraved logo face on it. Well, this is the Raijin PLUS. While I think that this mod could have stood on its own and brought different things to the table, if nothing else, because of its name, Raijin PLUS, I'm going to be doing some comparisons with the original Raijin and talk a little bit about it. Let's have a vape and we'll get started. If you're not familiar with it, I'm actually using the Raiju atomizer with the Raijin PLUS today. Just matches up really well. But I use a lot of different type atomizers on this in the past couple weeks. So let's take this atomizer off so we can do some quick comparisons. I think that's the easiest way to kind of explain why Raijin PLUS. Why is it even out there? Why is it named that? So at a glance, over here, and I don't know right and left by the time it's on camera or whatever, we've got the Raijin. Solid tube design, aluminum tube, tiger bronze top cap and button, copper, silver plated contacts, fully adjustable, okay, and stainless steel and tiger bronze button. The Raijin PLUS, on the other hand, stainless steel construction with tiger bronze. You can see the one tube there, top cap, button. The whole button is the tiger bronze this time. Same thing, copper, silver plated contacts, fully adjustable. It's actually the same button and top cap from the Raijin. Okay. Now, biggest difference besides just the looks, you know, they look very different, and the materials they're made out of, is the Raijin PLUS is a 3-tube design, right? So you folks that always use an 18650, that's fine, but you've got the freedom to run an 18350, 18500, or an 18650, which is nice. You see battery technology catching up, and off the top of my head, some of the purple eFest batteries, higher ratings, and you know, technology might be catching up with us a little bit. I think more and more people are going back and using different size batteries for different size setups. That's a nice option. Because of the stainless steel and the tiger bronze, especially that middle tube, being added to the Raijin PLUS, it's a bit heavier. I don't have a problem with a lighter mod, but some people do. Some people want something a little more substantial in their hand. That's cool. They kind of went that route with this. It's a little heftier feel to it. Threads are all very nice, very smooth, just like on the Raijin, but you get a little more of a safe feeling knowing that it's a stainless steel tube sections there. You're not as worried about cross threading or stripping any of these threads out as you may be with aluminum. Nice device. Looks really clean. I personally like the big logos. I like the big aggressive engraving on the Raijin, but some people don't. They like a sleeker design. Some people like no logo at all. Well, that's cool. And again, probably what VHO had in mind when they designed this one. There is a small VHO logo on there, as you can see, engraved in the tiger bronze tube. So when you're in 350 mode, it's just a plain black tube. You've got some options here is the point. The button and the top cap, as I mentioned, are exactly the same as the Raijin. But you've got floating contact, and then this top one here, that's to adjust for battery rattle. Button tops, flat tops, whatever. You're able to keep it from getting all wobbly inside. I really like this device. I honestly will do a quick and very remedial voltage drop test between the two. Okay, top of my head, a solid tube design mod, I would imagine would hit harder than one with different sections. But in real time, just vaping on this and thinking that something about the heft of it, it might just be the way it weighs a little more, it might be the added Tiger Bronze, I'm not sure. The Raijin Plus feels like it hits a little bit harder than the Raijin. I could be wrong. Again, I don't have the equipment like Basardo to do the real in-depth test, but I will get an inline voltmeter and I will run some really quick tests just to see voltage drop on these things. So I just did a quick check voltage drop test on the Raijin Plus and the Raijin. Okay, quick test, and I tested this with a 1 ohm resistance coil. Okay, keep in mind the lower resistance coil build you use, the greater the voltage drop will be. So take this with a grain of salt if you want to. This is just my quick test, 1 ohm coil. I got a 0.2 voltage drop from the Raijin Plus and 0.3 from the Raijin. I'll tell you, as a vapor, as whatever, 0.2, 0.3, no difference. I cannot tell the difference one single bit. Unless voltage drop starts really jumping 1-2 volts, something crazy, I don't pay much attention to that. But it is a tool to see how conductive a device is, in my opinion. I can't tell a tenth of a volt either way, to be perfectly honest with you. They both perform very well. They bring different things to the table, but it's just more information maybe to help you decide if you're trying to figure out which mod to get. I like it. You know, I've been a fan of the Titan and the Cronus, and of course the Helios for so long. It's really nice to see a company that puts out devices that you enjoy personally, and you know, you don't want to see them flop. You don't want to see them put out something that's just, you know, leaves you scratching your head. Why did they do this when they had this? So again, I applaud VHO. Just wanted to throw this in there really quick. I applaud VHO and I applaud other modders like them, staying true to what they do, not getting too caught up in who's copying what, who's doing what, but just moving forward and doing what they do and innovating and staying the course, putting out quality devices. The more we get into this and the more people are pushing batteries and devices to the limit, there has never been a better time to make sure there's quality devices out there. Everybody's got different budgets, and I get that 100%. But just always be safe, and I applaud the people putting out good quality products with safety and reliability in mind. So VHO, all of the other modders on having the courage to go with a different button style, so different than the Titan and the Cronus. I just love that Titan button. I've gotten very used to it, and I was a bit worried when I saw a different style on the Raijin and Raijin Plus, but they did good. Very short throw. Don't think I mentioned that. I enjoy the short throw button assemblies. It's just a real easy, real natural movement. I was very pleased. It can adjust out a little bit if you like a little bit longer of a throw. You can adjust it a little bit, but in my opinion, this button is made for that short throw and for the vapors that enjoy that.
Nice little thing.
So that's it. I hate that this kind of turned into a comparison, but with the same name, I felt like that was a good way to kind of describe what the Raijin PLUS was. I like it, man. I like it. It's really cool. I take a K-Fun style atomizer, and I drop this thing into 350 mode, and it's a sleek little pocket rocket, right? It's a nice little setup. Or I build up the Raijin, all big and fat and nasty, and I drop a VCT4 or a VCT5 in it. And I get down and dirty and blow some clouds. So it's great. Any atomizer you use, any battery styles you use, whether you're shorty, you're stealthy, you're 18650E, the Raijin PLUS. Check it out. See what you think.